Hey, this is Animation Team, and welcome to the final part in our tutorial series. We're going to summarize everything we learned in this chapter, and move on to what's next for both you and this tutorial series. To quickly recap for a second, the fundamentals are ways of applying the 12 principles: squash and stretch, anticipation, ease in and out, arcs, secondary action, timing, and exaggeration is used in physics and fluidity to really help sell the animation. Staging is used in camera work. Timing is also used in pacing, and straight ahead and pose to pose was also explained in fluidity. We linked a couple of resources in the description that go more in depth on these principles. For this next part, some common questions are: where do I go from here? How do I develop my own style? Our answers to your questions are however you want to. We actually did go into this in one of our videos, so we're just going to play a clip wholesale from there.
You said you want to find your style, and aside from refining your fundamentals, something you'll do naturally as you progress, it's difficult to find your footing for the next step. However, one thing we can't do, or anyone can't do, is just give you your style. Now, style is a tricky topic because that's something really you can only develop yourself. We'll use some of the members on Animation Team as an example to show you how we developed our own styles. Miles, for example, has a passion for weapons and puts a lot of detail and effort into working his weapons. His inspirations come from video games such as For Honor, and general appreciation for armed combat, so his style revolves around those likes. I like kung fu movies like Ip Man, and work on trying to do hand-to-hand that's more down-to-earth with detailed choreography. Similarly, Warren also does this but puts more emphasis on heavy, weighty attacks, with inspiration mainly coming from fighting games such as Hugo from Street Fighter or Big Band from Skullgirls. Think about what you really enjoy, and how you can apply that to your animations. And one thing we really recommend is putting yourself out there. Animate something outside of your comfort zone so you can widen your toolkit, either in private, as small tests, or in public works, but we really recommend the former. Try out some perspectives and dynamic camera angles. Try mixing up your choreography with some sprited limbs and rigging body parts. Try messing around with lighting and atmospheric mood. Try some background interactions. Try something more ambitious, fights with context, namely a story, which makes the fights themselves more investing to the viewer and to you, meaning you can mess around with the choreography, background interaction, perspectives, and lighting to fit that story. This lets you tackle all these new things in one burst and lets you take your next leap. For example, Kaias's MBR against Drew, my upcoming project, Isa vs. Dark Horse, and Warren's upcoming project. The point is, just try something.
That's it. From here, it's up to you how you want to go about your style. Base it off of things you like or want to try out. Keep experimenting and try out new things to keep improving your craft. For people who want to make fights with interesting choreography, the above applies too. Think about what you want to add to your fights and how to inject that into your animations. These tutorials enabled you with the tools to be able to do what you want to do. What you do from here is ultimately up to you. So, what's next? Well, nothing really. There's technically a fourth chapter, but it will not follow this format. We'll just upload it whenever. Could be any time, and may cover advanced topics such as masking, perspectives, rigging, etc. For these tutorials right now, we just wanted to cover the basics. And yeah, that's all. We really hope these helped you. We started these tutorials mainly because we really want people to get into animating, and a common question is, where do I start? The tutorials available at the time were serviceable, but don't answer everything, so we wanted to be as thorough as we could with them. We also can't really make a VOD for everyone. So yes, this does mean we're not doing VOD reviews anymore. These tutorials will cover anything we talk about in there. That doesn't mean we're shutting off help. We at Animation Team value helping the community wherever we can, so don't feel shy asking us for help in the animation channel in the Maplemation Discord. Learning how to animate is a really confusing journey. There's no formula or easy quick way to get good at this. It takes a lot of time and experimenting with what does and doesn't work to get good. Even if you learn quickly, you're going to eventually run into a wall. You're going to get frustrated and probably confused. These tutorials are meant to give you the basic tools you need to break through that wall and figure out how to do things on your own. But with hard work, perseverance, and an appetite for finding out new things, you'll be on your way to getting better. We hope these tutorials help you out on that journey, and we can't wait to see what you make. See you around.